Da 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 da. Greetings, VOD watchers. Hello, hello. Starting stream a few minutes early today. A few minutes early. I suppose I was trying to start stream a few minutes early today. We are a minute early, which I suppose means not early at all. But here we are. Hello. I am Voralex. Some people call me Lex, which is fine. I welcome that. I am a math teacher by day and a degenerate gamer by night. I just got home from work. Disclaimers on screen. I have sat down. I am in my jammies. I have my water. I've got my blanket. And I'm ready to relax with some Pokemon. I encourage you as well to have some water nearby. Hydrate or dihydrate. Let's get started. Nice and quick. I would also like to get something out of the way right here. I'm going to call myself out. To my knowledge, no one else has called me out on this. I'm going to call myself out here. Several streams ago, I said that I would make an effort to catch up on re-uploading my VODs to YouTube, because I believe that is important. I believe having that record is important for what I'm trying to get out of this hobby. And I do still believe that. That is still a goal of mine, or something that I'm trying to keep up on. But I have been very bad at that. Not just bad at keeping up on re-uploading my VODs, but so bad, in fact, that one of the streams from last week, August 27th, the stream from my VOD from August 27th, I, in fact, did not download it fast enough. And by fast enough, I mean I neglected to download it within a week. Which means the VOD from the 27th is just gone. I have, however, still downloaded the VOD from the 28th. So as far as my YouTube VOD record is concerned, I am missing the stream from the 27th. I apologize very, very much for that. In the future, while I may not be perfectly consistent with re-uploading VODs quickly, I am certainly going to do my best not to lose anymore. Again, I apologize for that very much. Let's get this audio started and get in here. Coco, good to see you. Welcome back. Yes, as we ended yesterday's stream with the battle against this fisherman, and I said I wanted to do some team changes. The sun start here with Tortemple and Lilligant was nice. Was nice several battles ago. But I think it's time to switch this up. The sun start hasn't been stupendous for me in a while. I want to get Tortemple out of here. I suppose I can just do withdraw. No, deposit, can't I? There it is. And I want to store Lilligant as well. Primarina, I think I was mostly trying to use because her synergy with Chatot was awesome and fun. So keeping her around, she hasn't been great. Now, Metagross and Garchomp have been, I think, doing a fair job. Metagross with being pretty tanky, having the regeneration from Predator, and being able to sharpen, bullet punch. I've very much enjoyed that. And Garchomp's Breaking Swipe for spread damage and an attack debuff has been great. Its damage output is awesome. I definitely want to keep these two and Arbalava. I want to keep Arbalava because of the incredible priority Giga Drain and Soil Drain. I want to keep these three. But beyond that, I'm a big fan of Hisuian Braviary. What did you think about the Mons and Megaphytos video? I'm very excited. I'm very excited and very impressed.
The latest update.
Give me just a moment. I'm so sorry. 1 sec.
Redux forms and more in Elite Redux, as you'll often find yourself. If its rest is disturbed, it quickly becomes agitated, whipping its like disable and taunt. And the big no type changes as it remains a fire fairy. Volbeat is a physical attacker with 90 in attack, having 100. Special defense is much better though, going to 132 psychic. A pretty rare typing for the most part, but will be tanky compared to the other Pokemon with it. Charizard representing body, and Blastoise representing soul. Just like the others, it's a fighting type, but oogie.
Okay, here I am. I've returned. That is, I think, the first time I've used the be right back thing that I set up. All right. I'm very impressed and excited for the Pokemon in Megaphyta's video on the 10 more new Pokemon coming to Elite Redux. I'm particularly curious for the inspiration behind the Redux Venusaur. The design of that looks very unique and in a way that makes me want to use it. Coco, it would be incredible. I think give me a moment to find the words. I think I would be very excited for you. You wouldn't need me to be, but I would be anyway. I would be very excited for you if any of your Pokemon ever made it into one of those videos. I would love to see that. So I'm a big fan of Hisuian Braviary. I would love to try using this thing. Huge power is... Whoa, what? Here we go. Huge power on Braviary here is curious to me. Because let me make this adamant for a bit. Doubling attack means, yeah, doubling the raw attack stat. Yes, means that its attack would go up to 238? Question mark? I'm not at work anymore. Don't expect me to do math teacher things. 238. But if we make this plus special attack, that's still higher. So with huge power, it would indeed have a higher attack than special attack. which is curious to me, because it makes me think, even though my favorite move that Hisuian Braviary has, Esper Wing. Hold on. Esper Wing is a drain move in this game. Doesn't it increase speed in Scarlet and Violet? Esper Wing, anyway, Esper Wing is special. Obviously, Braviary has other physical moves. Wing, Wind, and Air, sound moves. Esper Wing isn't a sound move, it's an air move. This actually gets me thinking, can we use huge power with the glasses that you told me about, Coco? The swirly glasses. Where are ya? Swirly glasses, so that Esper Wing, despite being special, becomes physical and therefore uses Braviary's attack stat. This would mean that I want other special moves as well, like Synchronoise, which should use Resonance as well, it being a sound move. Yeah. Okay, and then let's find another special move. Ominous Wind, that's neat. Because of giant wings. Wing, wind, or air-based moves get buffed. Take Flight might be neat, but I already have Synchronoise. Aura Sphere, very good. Heat Wave is an air move, yeah? Yeah, it is. I'll keep Ominous Wind for now. And is there a way I can use Bulk Up? Oh, I don't want to use Fog here. I don't want to Fog team per se. We'll use Bulk Up. If I use Bulk Up, that will buff attack. I think I want Jolly then to have higher speed. Because Huge Power is going to double my attack at all. Gust and Psywave both being priority moves. Gust is air-based. We have a buff to air-based moves. And we are double battling. Let's swap Ominous Wind with Gust. I do like that idea. Okay, here's our Braviary. That gives me a Psychic and Flying Pokemon. Metagross is already Psychic. If that winds up being a problem, I'll deal with it then. I'm not terribly worried at the moment. What can I do with Ceruledge? Oh, hold on. Ceruledge gets the chlorophyll boost in Fog. Do I actually want a Fog team? Or do I want Moxie? Oh, you're darn tootin', Sarah Ledge was broken when it first got in. I love this thing. This thing is ridiculous. Shadow Sneak, very good. Priority, yes, we love it. Shadow Claw? No, cut. Psycho Cut. Just attacking. No, you know what? I think I do. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's make a fog team. I've never done this before. I said I didn't want one. I'm doing one. Which also means I want Ethereal Rush on Braviary. We're going to make this a special attacker instead. Do you know some stuff that should come in 2.65 and can I talk about it? I do not. I know only what I've seen from Mega Fido and what I've heard from you, Coco. And you're welcome to talk about whatever you like. Let's make a fog team. Let's put Eerie Fog here. Ethereal Rush. Nice. Because its speed is getting boosted by Ethereal Rush, speaking of the online decks, let me search up all of the abilities that give a boost in fog. Low visibility. Summons Eerie Fog on entry. Can I... Abilities, here we go. Low visibility. No? Is that ability? There we go. I don't think I know how to use the online decks. I mean, admittedly, I haven't tried using it for this. Let me see here. Can I search it in the... No, I can't search it in Pokemon. Ability, low visibility. Yes, I can. Here it is. Okay, do I have any of these Pokemon right now? Do I have a Duskull? I have a Dusclops. Duskull has it, but Dusclops doesn't? Dusknoir does. Can I evolve you yet? Yes, I can. There it is. Low visibility. Sets Eerie Fog. Drifloon and Drifblim could also do it. Fantowel could do it. Sigilif, Jellicent. I think I'll stick with Dusknoir. I like it. Okay. The online decks briefly showed an evolution in 5 megas. What were those? So that means I need Garchomp out of here. Metagross can stay, because it's Psychic type. Dunsparce, yep. I remember looking that up when you mentioned it. Oh, come on. There we go. So, low visibility, summoning Eerie Fog. Let me check what Eerie Fog does, because I put it on Braviary. 8 turns, drains boosts from non-Ghost and Psychic. So I'm making a Ghost and Psychic team. Or if I'm adding anything that's not Ghost or Psychic type, it shouldn't be getting any boosts. Let's build this Dusknoir real quick. What buffs does it get? Shadow Shield is quite nice. Ghost types take 20% less damage. That's huge. Dusknoir is going to be a tanky gentleman. I want Shadow Sneak on Dusknoir because it's very slow and the priority would be awesome. Sucker Punch, same reason. I think Drain Punch would be cool as well. Drain Punch would be cool as well because of Shadow Shield. If I can heal Dusknoir back up to full hit points. Defog would be Defog would be funny if it removed Eerie Fog. Helping Hand, maybe? That makes sense. That does... giving Trevenant both Harvest and low visibility, that does sound anti-synergistic. This thing with Ethereal Rush, did I finish building this? If it doesn't have Moxie, I want a way to increase its attack, so let's give it Swords Dance. Take out Psycho Cut in exchange. And if its speed is going to be quite high, I think I can safely take out Shadow Sneak for a move that Keen Edge will boost. For due to dual wield. I also need to nickname these two and Braviary. Did I swap Braviary over to Special? Yes, I did, and I gave it Eerie Fog as well. Just in case the battle lasts long enough. More than 8 turns. Now I'm looking for Ghost types and Psychic types, and Pokemon that don't need a boost, because Eerie Fog will clear it. Oh gosh. Gardevoir, Psychic type. With Soul Heart. Ooh. Queenly Majesty, very cool, but Soul Heart, kinda crazy. I want you to be timid. Because also having Calm Mind. Do you have a move that inflicts sleep? Hypnosis, yes, but its accuracy is crap. Teeter Dance only confuses. One stream, 2 members of the dev team were streaming, and they did a Soul Link. That sounds so fun. I would love to see that. Is there a VOD of that? Like on YouTube, for example? I would love to find that somewhere. Okay. No, we're gonna keep this Gardevoir. Get in here. That fairy type is going to be good. Can we bring back... No, download wouldn't be valuable. Neither would its other abilities. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee doesn't need a boost. Unburden doesn't count as a boosted stat. So I can still abuse Hitmonlee's speed. Arboliva doesn't typically need a boost, it's just awesome priority. Dugong, perhaps? Very tanky. The video's still on the Elite Redux YouTube channel. Awesome. I will find that. I will find that after stream. Meowscarada, potentially. What other Pokemon's abilities might I have? Let's see here. Shallow Grave. Sounds neat. Shallow Grave would be Gengar. Gengar, Hisuian Zorua, Annihilate. Did I not grab a Gengar? Let's go get one. I think Gengar should be, and these other ghosts should be, in the manor in Dewford Meadow. Yep, there's a Ghastly. Okay, so in the video they just went past Petalburg Woods, and it was a 2-hour video, but we did see some stuff. That's cool. What if we do Rest in Peace for the healing? Yamask gets it, but Cophagrigus doesn't? That's odd. Cursula. I haven't used Cursula before. Let me see if I can... This is probably not terribly good for stream. Let me see if I can make this a little more interesting. Looking up on the online decks, that is. Yeah, hide the taskbar. Good. Can we go to desktop here? Scoot this guy over. And then bring in... Yeah. Let's do this guy. So we're looking up abilities that use... that are benefited by fog. Rest in Peace, Smoky Maneuvers to boost evasion. Smoky... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm on 2.5. We're good. Okay, I don't think I have access to any of these right now. Obviously not the Megas. Oricorio. Could I have gotten to Oricorio somewhere? The location isn't showing me. That's alright, though. What else can we have here? Greater Spirit. No, I don't have access to these right now. Maybe Marowak, but I already have Ceruledge that's Fire and Ghost. Lycanroc is accessible. The flower field next to the second gym. Rockruff is Route 101. Here? Ah! Oricorio. This is Fire Oricorio, though. Can I swap it? Alright, let's try it. Where did it go? Here you are. Form change. Hey! Sensu, there you are. Smoky maneuvers. Evasion is boosted. Neat. Lycanroc Eclipse. Dark and Fairy gains stab. Wow. 90% accuracy on Hypnosis. Oh, this thing is disgusting. We are absolutely grabbing that. Route Lycanroc is Route... No, Rockruff. Route 101. Here we go. Evolve. Midday, midnight, dusk. Or one of these two. Alright, we guessed right. So this guy was on your final team on your Route 101 only run. Smoky maneuvers. This guy 1.5 times attack. I want to crit a lot. And we get Soul Eater. Oh wow, that speed is already quite high. Let's make you Jolly for more speed because this attack is getting a 50% boost. Hone Claws because it's funny. Jagged Fangs, do we get any boosts to specific moves? No, just contact. Just contact and I want to crit a lot. Howl doesn't boost crits. Sharpen boost crits. Do you get Sharpen? Laser Focus costs a turn to guarantee a crit. I don't think that's worth it. Not right now, at least. Level. Is Sharpen in here somewhere? No, it's not. Maybe it gets it later. Pixie Slash has a high crit ratio. That's awesome. Critical high. Kowtow Cleave as well. Eclipse. Learn sets. Sharpen. Does it already have Sharpen? Level. I'm not seeing Sharpen on here. Maybe I should put Kowtow Cleave here instead of Pixie Slash because Gardevoir is gonna have... Fairy type. Critical. What else would have high critical chance? Just Kowtow Cleave and Pixie Slash. What about Shadow Claw? Awesome. Stone Edge, I would want more accuracy than what Stone Edge provides. But I don't... Yeah, we'll deal with it. And we run... I love that idea, Coco. Exactly what I was thinking. And we put a scope lens on it. Where are you? I have spent 36 minutes just team building. Which, by the way, to be clear, I'm not presenting as a bad thing. That's one of the reasons I love this ROM. So we've got Dark, high crit, Rock, high crit. And with Hone Claws, there it is. Hone Claws boosts accuracy, so Stone Edge, the downside of Stone Edge will be less apparent. I like this. Yep. This guy's Psychic type, so he wouldn't be affected by Eerie Fog. Guard of War. We are actually relying on Soul Heart for boosts, so we don't need Calm Mind. What can I do instead of Calm Mind? Protect? Let's try it. Protect, give you... Oh gosh, what are we gonna give you? Maybe a choice... Specs. No, Scarf. Maybe Scarf, but then take off Protect. That would be kinda gross. Let's do it. Choice Scarf, Guard of War. Rely on Soul Heart to get a bunch of boosts. Take off Protect. And put in some kind of coverage. Ideally a spread move. Or maybe not. Mystical Fire? Energy Ball? Energy Ball, let's do it. Yep. Cool. Ceruledge. Ethereal Rush. 50% higher speed. I think due to the Swords Dance. Due to having Swords Dance, I want this on Jolly. Yep, that'll be okay. What item do I want for you? I think I want a Focus Sash. Braviary, also with Ethereal Rush. Can I make the abilities that I'm using a little more interesting? Do I have anything that would have Surprise or Disguise? Surprise? Miss Magius could have it. Oh, but it would have Ectoplasm as well. Disguise. Of course, it's just Mimikyu. I don't want to use Mimikyu. I'm not a big fan. Nothing against it, I'm just eh. Okay. Let's bring this guy back over here. Get you back up. And where has my Sprite gone. There it is. A Redux mine will be moved to before Roxanne. Like from the shop. Saw a brand new Redux mon in the shop. Yep, there it is. And both of them are fighting type. That's curious to me. Did they think people needed help against Roxanne? Braviary can come in, set Eerie Fog if the battle has gone on long enough. I think I want it with a sash as well, for that reason. And then Dusknoir going first, summoning Eerie Fog. What were the Pokemon that had low visibility? Drifblim would have it, Giratina would have it, not that I'm going to have Giratina. Fantowl would have it as well. Where could I get Fantowl? Dewford Manor. Okay, let's go back to Dewford Manor, pick up a Fantowl just in case. Well, no, I'll save it. I think we're good. Let's start Dusknoir, Lycanroc. No, Dusknoir, Gardevoir. We have my very first Fog team. And let's see how this goes. Considering one of the Pokemon on Roxanne's team on Hell difficulty, it's a bit ironic. Is it Ghost type? I'm not familiar with the Hell difficulty teams other than what you've told me. So does the fighting type just not help against that specific Pokemon? That's it. It would be kind of funny. 42 minutes into the stream, we are finally doing our first battle. Let's see here. This guy, Dusknoir, isn't really here to do damage, per se. I do think we can Sucker Punch the Dragonair. No, we Sucker Punch the Gyarados, Dazzling Gleam. Did I say Sucker Punch? Whatever. Said Pokemon... Oh, you know I'm gonna do this. Said Pokemon will get a new signature ability. Currently on the online decks, so you can search DNA Scramble. Oh! I'm sorry, what? See, that's so awesome. I wasn't a big fan of this Pokemon until I saw DNA Scramble and some of its choice abilities. Bye, Gardevoir. Maybe I should have swapped out Gardevoir there. Who knows? Let's bring in Braviary against that Quillfish. Shadow Sneak, Esper Wing. And it's seeing Pokemon like this makes me want to run a randomized makes me want to do a randomized run so that I can use Pokemon like this one prior to the champion. So that I can actually use Pokemon like this in the run. That gets me so excited for a potential randomized run, and then just hope I run into this Pokemon. Alright. Keep going. This guy doesn't battle. And we're down here. In this whole heckin' mess of trainers. So, it's not ghost type. I see what you mean now. With it being kind of ironic that the devs are making 2 new fighting type Redux Pokemon available prior to Roxanne, and then giving Roxanne this monster. Hell difficulty indeed. I am not certain. I mean, I probably will. I like this ROM enough. I probably will do a hell difficulty run eventually. On stream or not, I'm not sure. I'll probably do it. That's the kind of thing that I think I want to experience. That Dawn fan is gonna give me trouble. You'll do it when it comes out. I'm very excited to hear about your experience. No, I don't think I want a Shadow Sneak. I want a Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam. This isn't going to deal much damage. Yeah. But nothing that I was going to do would one-shot anyway. I think I need to be more careful with Gardevoir. That Electros has Levitate. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Donphan having stamina, but then the Eerie Fog negates that every turn. It's kind of cool. I don't have a great answer. To Electros. I would want to bring in Braviary, but Electros is scary. Let's bring in Metagross. We can... Helping Hand again. Oh, that Donphan is probably about to use Earthquake again. Let's go for it anyway. Oh, that Helping Hand did a lot, but it didn't do enough. Wild Charge on the Dusknoir. Okay. I was considering swapping out Metagross for Braviary. Oh, the confusion. Let's go. For Braviary due to this Earthquake. But I was worried about the Wild Charge. I guess I didn't need to. I didn't need to be worried about it. I imagine it would be fun to abuse the AI on Roxanne with that DNA scramble Pokemon. Like you manipulate it into using a move that swaps it into a form with, as you say, paper-thin defense. Yeah. They're both immune to Earthquake. I see what's happening here. This Donphan spams Earthquake, and the other Pokemon have... Well, Nidoqueen doesn't have Levitate, the other two do. I don't know what Nidoqueen is doing in there. Maybe it's the replacement for Donphan. But this just means I need to get the Donphan out of there. I wonder if I can... if I'd be safe to sharpen. We're gonna Drain Punch the Porygon Z and sharpen with Metagross. If Dusknoir gets a turn. It doesn't. Heck. This is absolutely going to be an Earthquake, though, which I should survive. Yeah, okay. Let's bring in... Ceruledge now. Because I'm scared of that Porygon Z. It was fast enough, but Braviary would almost certainly be faster. I don't think it could one-shot, though. Everything else I have is going to be weak to this Earthquake. What's our speed? Ceruledge, then Porygon Z. If I had given Ceruledge Sacred Sword, it probably would be able to one-shot this Porygon, and I wouldn't have anything to worry about. But this Earthquake is about to kill Metagross. I think I swap out for Braviary here, and I hope Porygon Z isn't targeting me. Isn't targeting the Metagross slot. Prage. Oh my goodness. That hit twice due to Ceruledge's ability that makes Mega Launcher and Keen Edge moves hit twice for 70% damage. That crit mattered, I am certain of it. I was not hoping that hard. That was crazy. Well, now Ceruledge is in deep trouble. But we're also still going first. Let's have Ceruledge... Bitterblade, Esperwing should kill on Nidoqueen. Oh, Ice Shard. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I didn't, I mean, I was aware of the stat changes, but I wasn't aware, Coco, of the comparison with Pidgeotto and Caterpie. I didn't realize it went quite that far. That's incredible. Get out of here, Nidoqueen. And the fog is still going. Okay. Let's start... Can we speed through this? I think we can. Yep. Yep. The offensive form has 50 HP and 20 in both defenses. Amazing. So another thing that I said yesterday is that I wanted to slightly shorten my streams on average by a couple minutes. Instead of trying to average about an hour, try to average about 50 minutes. And that battle took me to 55, so I'm going to call it here. This stream, I think, is the first stream in a long time where I've gotten through so few battles. I only did 2 battles. I don't think that's a problem. I had a great time. I'm also very excited to keep using my first fog team. I think maybe I've been just reckless with Gardevoir. My coverage isn't great. And I think that's related to using only Ghost and Psychic type Pokemon due to eerie fog. That coverage, I mean, it's kind of just the price you pay for using a fog team, I think. Because eerie fog is awesome. Maybe I've been reckless with Gardevoir. Maybe I need to wait until I have her Mega unlocked to use Gardevoir. Maybe I need to replace her for now. We'll keep going. We'll keep going with this team and make that decision next stream. Okay. A bit of a team building stream today. And testing out my first fog team ever. And we are calling it here. Thank you very, very much, Coco, for your input, for being here, for speaking up, for teaching me a bit more about the game and helping me use the online decks. I appreciate that very much, and I appreciate your presence always. Anyone else who may be watching, thank you very much for clicking on me and sticking around. For anyone watching the VOD, same deal. Thank you for clicking on me and for watching the whole duration. The fact that you clicked on my VOD at all is very much flattering. I am going to do my best to keep up, at the very least, download my VODs from Twitch. I can no longer, I tried promising this, I don't think it's reasonable to promise. I should have thought of that beforehand, but I do want to keep up with at least downloading my VODs from Twitch, and then when my routine, when my schedule and whatnot permit, uploading those to YouTube. I apologize again for missing my VOD from August 27th. The record of that is just gone. But I have the one from 28th. I have yesterday's, and I'm going to download today's as well. Live and learn. Thanks, y'all. See you next week on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a peaceful day.